I actually think the biggest story coming out of D23 isn't actually any one specific announcement. It's this kind of pattern, because when you look at what Disney is kind of putting out, it's a lot of stuff we already know, right? Your X-Men, your Frozen, The Incredibles, Coco, even Tangled. And at the time, I won't lie to you, Cairo, I was excited about it in the moment. Because it's like, oh, you're getting hit by all these big announcements, all of these franchises. But when you think about it, you go, well, isn't this the thing we've had a problem with for so long with Disney to begin with?
Well, yeah, I would say no original ideas, like more remakes, more sequels or whatever. They appealing to the older audience of what they know and love instead of introducing new properties.
Yeah,
Would you say they have more of a remake problem or a sequel problem?
Both. You know, they closed out the show with Frozen, and then they showed us the remake of Tangled. And it's like, oh, okay, well, we're doing the Tangled thing now. But the biggest one is Pixar. Because when you look at Pixar, Incredibles 3, Coco 2, it's like, even they are kind of swept in on this kind of frenzy of just doubling down. Now, with Pixar, I at least get it, right? Elio didn't exactly light the world on fire, and some of these other original movies, but even they seem to kind of be going back to the well of just old hits. It's like, that's kind of disappointing, because I think Pixar is capable of doing great things when given the opportunity.
The thing is, I don't mind those franchises relying on the older properties that they have. My problem is, it's like no originality, no new properties, more so the fear of Disney being scared to introduce anything new.
Now, I will say, in fairness to Disney, they did announce some original ideas. Now, before anybody kind of, rushes to the comments and say, oh, you're ignoring some of the original stuff that Disney kind of put out, the biggest one is Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, for me, that's the biggest one.
By far, Kingdom Hearts and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which was interesting too, but Kingdom Hearts was interesting in the sense that, yes, it is based off an established franchise. Yeah. But this is the first time it's going to be adapted into this medium.
And could Disney actually pull off a video game adaptation? Like, we don't know. Like,
of a video game that they're responsible for.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
No, that was the one announcement of that whole segment where it's like, I was genuinely, okay, you guys got me there. Because,
it took the whole show for me. Like, the Kingdom Hearts announcement was...
Yeah, because, again, even though it's based off an established franchise, like everything else, it was unique in the sense that this was an adaptation. It wasn't a sequel. It wasn't a remake. It was, can they take Kingdom Hearts and do this in the form of a Disney Plus kind of TV show? That's what hey, look, they got me there. But... And the thing that gets me, and I kind of, to sum it all up, is like, where's the next Frozen? And when I say the next Frozen, let me be clear about this. I'm not talking about Frozen 4. I'm not talking about another sequel or something we already know. I'm talking about the next movie that starts with a character nobody knows and becomes a massive hit that eventually turns into one of Disney's big franchises. That's what Frozen was, right? When Frozen came out, it wasn't just a thing that was attached to this new franchise. It was new. That's what I mean by where's the next Frozen? Where's the next big animation thing?
The next Lion King.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Where's the next that? Because a lot of what I saw was, frankly, Cairo, a lot of what we already been seeing before.
The problem is they don't have to basically make new properties when they old properties make so much money. It's like they can drop another Frozen or another Incredible or another X-Men or whatever and just make more money. And I
want to be very clear about something. The problem isn't really, for me, franchises. It's the over-reliance on them, the over-dependence on them. I don't think Disney kind of has a franchise problem any more than any other movie studio. Disney has some of the greatest franchises in entertainment, of course. Of course, they should continue, doing what they do well if it's working for them. The problem is when franchises become the answer for everything. Because from Disney's perspective, the logic is obvious. These characters already have an audience. They already have recognition. They're easier to market.
Let me ask you this: is it bad for Disney or the consumer?
Both.
Who's getting punished?
Both, essentially. Now, initially, it's bad for the consumer, but eventually it'll be bad for Disney as even the consumer starts turning elsewhere.
But would the consumer ever start? Because if a Frozen 4 come out and they make over $1 billion, would Disney just keep doing it? Like, it's
Look
just
at what happened to Moana with The Rock just recently.
yeah.
Moana 2 came out, wasn't all that good, but it made all that money, and people thought, oh, Moana's unstoppable.
Yeah.
And then they put out that live action nonsense with Dwayne Johnson, and it bombed. So there's a limit to this, even for audiences who will ignore it for so long. But if every major bet is based on something audiences already know, eventually you stop creating the things that audience will know in the future, right?
Yeah.
You just double down on what you've already seen. And this brings us to a major point is I think Disney needs both. It needs to, yes, do your franchise thing. I'm not hating on that, but you also need to, on the side of that, provide original ideas.
Well, maybe if they keep going in this direction of more remakes, more sequels, maybe somebody new will come, basically, because Disney don't have no competition.
I would argue they do have a competition, and the competition is YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
The competition is, right. You look at how much of a success Digital Circus was.
No, you're right about
this
that.
Massive success. You argue they don't have competition. I would argue they do. Every time somebody's, spending time watching any content on YouTube, watching us, for example.
Twitch stream, YouTube.
Yeah, they're not spending time watching any potential Disney reboot or remake. Hey, we're original.
Yeah.
Watch us instead. I'm just saying. But it's like, but the point is like, Disney needs both. And this is why I don't think Disney kind of needs to necessarily choose between franchises and original movies. They need to keep doing both of them at the same time.
Yeah, I agree.
As I said, keep making X-Men if you want to do it. Keep making your Frozens and your Incredibles or whatever else. But at the same time, Disney has to give original projects the opportunity to become the next big thing. Otherwise, they're just playing the old hits because the franchises Disney relies on today were original ideas back then.
Yeah.
Well, somewhat. People claim that they stole some of them, which they did. But there was a time when nobody knew who Elsa was. Nobody knew what The Incredibles was. Nobody even knew who Lilo and Stitch were. Somebody at Disney had to take a chance on them. And Disney needs to start taking that chance again. Because,
I agree.
It's like, can you build a future off of just recycling the past? And I don't think you can. But guys, what do you think about D23? For us, obviously, to me, it's, as you and I pointed out, Cairo, it's a lot of what we'd already seen before. But maybe you saw something in it that we didn't see. Maybe it's a bit more original properties were being put out than what we gave it credit for. Let us know in the comments. We really want to get your take on it. And if you like this video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, share. But until then, I'm
Cairo.
3000. Well,
Oh yeah. Well, I thought I was supposed to go first.
Don't interrupt my introduction. As I said, I'm T-Rex 3000 and I'm out.
And I'm Cairo. I'm out. Peace.